What is clearly a myth but is deep-rooted in our society?
Body hair grows thicker after it's been shaved.
Does anybody remember that urban legend that claimed Tommy Hilfiger was on either Oprah or Rosie O Donnell's show and said something along the lines of, "If I knew my clothes were going to be worn by black people, I would never have made them"? I was thinking about it the other day and was wondering how this alleged quote, which was pre-internet, managed to become widespread without mass communication and widely accepted as true. I hear Tommy Hilfiger had to create a press release saying he never was on any of those TV programs.
Sugarcane grows faster on sand.
That you can use a defibrillator, paddles, to restart a stopped heart. You do regular CPR for that. The paddles are meant to shock an arrhythmic heartbeat back onto a normal rhythm. They don't work when your heart isn't beating. Effing Hollywood.
The fact that in the US, an employer can have a policy that says you can't discuss your wages with coworkers. It is illegal for them to even have a written or oral policy stating you can't discuss wages with others.
Shaving a lot of times gives you a beard.
Watermelon seeds will still grow in my stomach. Thanks for ruining my childhood, Angelica Pickles.
Swimming within 30 minutes of eating isn't dangerous. It doesn't cause cramps. Waiting 30 minutes makes it much less likely for kids to vomit.
The widespread belief that people are sabotaging Halloween candy with needles and razors, despite there being IIRC only one documented case in the US, ever. Also, that people are lacing the kids' candy with drugs. Drugs are expensive, nobody is going to waste their stash on random kids.
If you get a raise that puts you into a new tax bracket, you will actually owe more money. My mom used to think getting a raise would result in her making less. Then when I entered the workforce, I saw someone say something similar. I was shocked to learn that this was a common belief. Edit, hearing people talking about how employers perpetuated this idea makes me feel lucky. Never had an employer tell me that. Awful to hear them lie.
There used to be a thing in Korea about fan death, a belief that a running fan would eventually deprive a room of oxygen and could kill the occupants if they left it running too long. Apparently, the belief was prevalent enough that all fans sold there were usually equipped with a safety auto shut-off timer mechanism, kind of like clothes/steam irons.
This is in India. If you pass out/faint, rub the person's feet to wake them up. TV serials taught the population this trick. Now people do this for all passing out, including drownings, heart attacks, and other serious ailments.
An engagement ring has to have a diamond. And also, as a general rule, it should be worth 3 months of your salary. Both come from an incredibly successful marketing campaign by diamond mining/trading company called De Beers.
A cop has to tell you they are a cop if you ask. Not encouraging criminals here, but if you are up to some shady shit and think someone might be a cop, shut up and leave, go about your shady business later somewhere else.
That OCD is liking things to be extremely neat, tidy, or organized.
The amount of myths, clever marketing, and bro science in the health and nutrition world is honestly too much to even list here.
That a polygraph test can actually be used to detect if someone is lying. This is still used in law enforcement, it's insane.
That the average person swallows 7 spiders a year in their sleep. Where TF did that even come from? It about you guys, but I've had a grand total of 0 spiders climb on me while I've been awake this year. I can't imagine there's any chance that I've had 7 crawl on me while I'm sleeping, let alone crawl on me and make their way directly into my mouth.
Adding another lane will make traffic go away.
Gum stays in your stomach for 7 years.
The belief that touching a fawn or a baby bird will make the mother abandon it. Complete and utter bullshit. If you find a bird out of the nest, it most likely fledged. If not, and it is visibly very small, it is perfectly fine to pick it up and place it back in the nest. Same with fawns, animal instincts are much stronger than to just abandon their young because of smell. It has to do more with the fact that fawns hide in tall grass from predators, and the mother finds it easier by smell.
Leaning your head back for a bloody nose.
That you need to wait 24 hours to report a missing person. If you sincerely think someone is missing, then report it. The faster that a missing person report is filed, the better chance there is that the person will be found. This is especially crucial when it comes to missing children.
That black ladybugs with red spots are poisonous.
That Marilyn Manson removed 2 ribs to be able to suck himself off.
The alpha/beta social hierarchy that we observed in wolves. The researcher who performed the experiment realized he had made many mistakes in his original take, and has spent the rest of his life trying to undo the damage that report has created.
That you can't get pregnant if X. Many things can lower fertility, but unless you literally do not have a uterus and/or ovaries, there's always a chance for better or worse, BTW, as some of these pregnancies can be dangerous. I've known infertile women who mothered kids because their husband was hyperfertile, their hormonal levels shifted as they got older, their birth control failed because of medication or surgery, etc., etc. Assume there's a risk, or a chance, unless the equipment isn't there.
Cats don't get attached to their owners but to the house. Completely wrong.
That the marshmallow experiment demonstrated that kids who can delay gratification will be more successful later in life. On further review, it was discovered that what it actually demonstrated was that kids who are not economically disadvantaged will be more successful. But the most recent study found no meaningful correlation between the ability to delay gratification as a child and success later in life.
The belief that lightning never strikes twice in the same place. Actually it does, and sometimes with great frequency.